So out of the box or out of the wall, whatever you want to call it, we have, oh, whoopsies. So the paper just ran away too. Anyway, Venom, Let There Be Carnage in 4K. So like I said, I just watched the original Venom in 3D. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm going to watch this before watching the third one because, spoiler alert, I have not watched this yet. So, unfortunately, no 3D. My fault. But anyway, let's see what kind of carnage Woody Harrelson could bring to this character. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing Venom, Let There Be Carnage. What's it about? Pretty simple premise. I'm going to say this is somewhat right after the first one. I don't remember the timeline, but you know what? Eddie Brock is now kind of on the up and up, and he's interviewing a serial killer, Woody Harrelson's character. He bites him. He's like, that's not blood. And now Woody Harrelson turns into Carnage, and Carnage does ensue because you know what? Eddie Brock needs to protect other people in his life. And now, who is Woody Harrelson going to team up with? A girlfriend from the past, and who's this cop as well that thinks some of them are dead. So, did I like this film? When looking at this versus the first Venom, I think they're both really fun, just hour and a half, hour 40-minute films. But I think I prefer the first one a little bit better. I know with this one, a lot of the critics and audience did like this one better. I don't know, maybe it was some of the story elements or just some of the things that did occur on the screen. That was just like, I kind of like the origin story of trying to understand the characters. That is not saying the CGI is good. Andy Serkis does a pretty good job directing a lot of these action set pieces. The acting is still fun. It's still it's a fun movie overall, and that's what I'm going to give it with some flaws. So positives, like I said, good action, good directing. Tom Hardy is having fun. Michelle Williams is having fun. Woody Harrelson's having fun. Naomie Harris is having fun, if that's her name, if I'm saying that right. Yeah. Stephen Graham's having fun. Reid Scott's having fun. You kind of get what I'm getting at. This feels like a movie set where they're just, they're getting paid millions to have fun. Let's put it that way. The story elements. I think it works, but I do think there are a couple little flaws in some of the writing when it deals with the Carnage character and what's going on. Because I guess maybe they'll talk about this in the third one or things like that with the actual Venom symbiotes and what they can actually occur. Is what does the colors represent? Because in this movie, Venom goes, oh shit, that's a red one, we're gonna die. But does he know what a red one is? Is there other symbiotes like at his planet that knows it's a red one? And how is it a red one? Is it because Woody Harrelson bit into him? Or how do the Venoms become their different colors? Maybe it's something I need to read the comic books with, but and also calling him father-son, and that's where I also get a little bit confused. Yes, it kind of makes sense because Woody Harrelson bit Tom Hardy, and it's a new symbiote, but is that how symbiotes are made now? Can we transfer kind of like, a virus where it's like blood-on-blood contact, like HIV? Is that what Venom can be now? You see what I'm saying? That because then he kept calling Tom Hardy's symbiote father. And yes, that kind of makes sense, but not really to a point because Venom goes, oh shit, it's a red one, we're going to die. But then the red one's like, you're my father. I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's something I need to read the comics with to understand, why this dynamic is there. Maybe it's there, maybe it's not. I don't know. Is it lazy writing? You let me know in the comments. But anyway, interesting aspect what you do with Woody Harrelson's girlfriend and what her power is, which why that's the power. Hint, hint, if you watch the first one, because there's going to be a rift. So it's not really that interesting because you know exactly where the story is going to go with that plot point. Also, when Woody Harrelson is a kid, he gets transferred to this school, right? It's like I wouldn't say call it a quasi X-Men school, but what's called a quasi X-Men school with kids with some powers and some don't. Don't you want to split up these kids? Like, why is Woody Harrelson's character there? Yes, because he's a serial pathic, killing grandparents and parents. But should he really belong to the same school as a girl that could just like blow sound waves out of her mouth at an exponential rate? Things like that where I'm just like, interesting of why that is in the movie or how is it really connecting with the audience. I know those are some weird story nitpicks with this movie, but this movie is a breeze. It goes by really damn quick. hour and a half like that. Okay, it's more like an hour 40 minutes. I'm so sorry. Sorry I couldn't do the 3D version because I get really damn confused now what studios are now considering 3D or not. Because when I go to the theater, like Wild Robot, Venom 3 is going to be in 3D. Other movies are in 3D. Wicked's going to be in 3D, but we don't release it in 3D. Like, do we need to bring out back 3D TVs? I'm going to say yes, so I can actually change my 2016 OLED LG 3D to a better 3D TV at this point in time. But what can I say? Overall, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. There's a good amount of carnage in this film. There really is. I really did enjoy the action set pieces when it's there. That craziness at the very end of the movie does work. There's still good chemistry between the people. Yes, is the story a little bit bombastic? Absolutely. And are some of the this one puts more humor into it, so it's a very tonally different movie, and that's why I think kind of was a little bit of a put off for me. I did enjoy the tonal, like, more seriousness of the first one, but hey, what do I know? I'm just a random dude on a blue futon. So Venom, Let There Be Carnage will receive a 3.5 out of 5 blue futons, which equals that 70%. So let's see what the critics and user scores gave this one. Critics a 58% with 282. Audience score 84% with over 10,000. Critic consensus. A sequel aimed squarely at fans of the original odd couple chemistry. Venom, Let There Be Carnage eagerly embraces the franchise's sillier side. Sillier side it is. That's not saying the original is not silly, but this one leans more towards it. Anyway, 84, 58, 70. Chase Scott here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Bluetoontopia. You Blue Futonians, thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll come watch this tape tomorrow, week from now, month. I'm here for hours. You go freaking one of you. Peace and love, and deuces. Because let's see what the third one is like. Even though this is going to be released after I release the third. So, whatevs.